Hey everybody, and welcome to the final episode of Chronicles of Calamity, the Authors and Dragons campaign that started 7.5 years ago. We're going to roll right into the episode, but I did want to mention that although this is ending, the Authors and Dragons games and fun will keep going, including Authors and Dragons Con coming in August in Portland of 2023. We've got some amazing guests confirmed already, including Matt Dinneman of Dungeon Crawler Carl, Amy Landon of many series, including my own Villain's Code, and Actus, author of the series My Best Friend is an Eldritch Monster. That's including our, of course, usual cast and crew and all the fun, wonderful people who make it such an outstanding con every year. So we really hope you can come out and join us. Be sure to grab your tickets at authorsanddragons.com. We've got a con button right up there. There's a link to get tickets and a link to book your hotel at the discounted rate, which does only have so many rooms, so be sure to grab those while they are available. All right, that is enough con info. Let's go into the final episode of Chronicles of Calamity.
Hey everybody, I'm John Hartness, and for one last time, I'll be playing the role of Fandingo the Fantastical, Bard of all trades and Master of Baiting. In real life, I write multiple series including Quincy Harker Demon Hunter, Bubba the Monster Hunter, and the Black Knight Chronicles, and I am the co-founder and publisher of Falstaff Books.
Hey, I'm Joseph Brassey. I play the role of Bjorg Bjornsson, enthusiastic and violent positive masculinity barbarian, one last time. In real life, I am the author of my novels Skyfarer and Dragon Road, which can be found anywhere books are sold, and I am the author of the non-existent Hamlet fan fiction, Alas, Poor Yorick. I knew him intimately, sexually.
Hey everyone, my name is Rick Gualtieri, and give me your tongues, you godless bastards! Oh, sorry. Oh, wow, I've definitely been doing this for too long. Anyway, in real life, I play. Well, no. In real life, I write such things as Bill of the Dead, Tome of Bill, Tales of the Crypto Hunter, and more. Go check it out.
Hello, friends. My name is Robert Bevan. I play the role of Klaus Richter, the notorious rogue. In real life, I write the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories, starting with the first book, Critical Failures, as well as many of the books in the Shingles series. Go buy them.
Hey there, my name is Steve Wetherell, and I play Brandon Fymaster, sexually attractive monk and almost certainly your hero. In real life, I write such books as The Doomsayer Journeys and Shoot the Dead and The Totally Legend of Brandon Fymaster. Go check them out on the internet.
Hey everybody, I am Drew Hayes, proud dungeon master of this wonderful game. And in real life, I write books such as Superpowered, Fred the Vampire Accountant, NPCs, and the Villain's Code. And when last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had fought their way onto an island to take a magic water tunnel down to the deep, deep depths where only Aboleths and other similar aquatic monsters can dwell. They spin down through the water, churning and burning, and we're going to go ahead and do a fresh round of initiative. And while we're doing that, I would also like you all to let me know, how you breathing?
Good question.
Poorly.
I believe Bjorg has a potion of water breathing.
I don't want to say I looked up the rules for drowning, but I looked up the rules for drowning.
Cool. So this campaign ends very early.
Much as it began.
Falling into water.
Here, let me un-GM layer y'all's tokens so you can, or actually here, we'll do this on the new map, because if I don't, the turns won't track over. We learned that last time.
Fendingo has 2 potions of water breathing, so I can give one to someone if any of my friends are bigger idiots than normal.
All right, Bjorg rolls an 11.
Brandon rolls a 9.
Fendingo rolls a 24.
Oh, thank God. I've got 2 potions of water breathing.
I have 2 on my own, yes.
I honestly couldn't remember how many of you had thought to buy potions of water breathing at this point.
I know I had at least 2 left over, but
First starting this, because I'd come in late, I was rolling up my character and I thought, I should definitely put like some points into swimming or something, right?
I don't know, man. That sounds like some nerd shit. Is Brandon Thighmaster a nerd?
Brandon Nerdmaster.
Drowning's for wimps.
Okay, so does everybody either have a potion of water breathing or access to one from a friend?
Yeah, I'm good and I've got a spare.
It's good, because I don't know how you communicate. Actually, guys, I could use a potion of water breathing whilst you're underwater.
I think it's pretty easy. You
Just drown.
All right, you are riding the thing down. You cannot do anything in the current because your arms, I mean, you're in a blasting current that shoots you down. And it spits you out in a underwater area. Go ahead and you have an action if you'd like to, chug some water breathing, but I definitely want perceptions from everybody.
Okay.
Perceptions, here we go.
Bjorg rolls a 23.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 22.
Fendingo rolls a 28.
Oh, you sure?
Well, I mean, it was a nat 20.
There we go.
Yeah. My perception was a nat 20, so I see I can see everything. Oh my!
I see the taint of God.
Oh my God! It's turtles all the way down.
I mean, you are underwater. That's not fully wrong. And then we had Klaus got a 19. So you guys are blasted out into an underwater area. However, you can all notice that it is not quite the deep ocean. There is a magical barrier separating you from the wider ocean. It is basically everywhere that's not on this map. What a convenient layout. So you can see in the deeper oceans. Silas, nothing. You see nothing in the deeper ocean. You get just the general layout that there is a seafloor, a few statues, and a big old glowing thing in the center. The next up is Klaus, who with a 19 is able to see that there are several holes ripped into the ground all around the seabed. The 3 statues are sending beams of energy while radiating magical auras as they all kind of converge into this central point. And out in the greater ocean, there are massive aboleth shapes swimming about. Now, next up is Brandon and Bjorg with their ones that are over 20. You can see that the aboleths appear to be running. There's a fight going on with some of the aboleths that appear to have been mind taken overed and are getting used as pawns to attack their other aboleth kin. And then, of course, you see one with a top hat kind of leading the charge.
Now, I may be wrong, but I think the aboleth with a top hat is probably Prometheus.
Certainly possible.
I mean, it's at least in contention as an option.
Yeah, I'll wave.
Or maybe it's another aboleth masquerading as Prometheus to trick us.
Oh man, that would be embarrassing. I just waved it.
It could be. And then Fendingo, with your natural 20, you can see the center of this magical circle. You can see there is another hole ripped in the ground, just like the others, but within this one, there is a golden door with what appears to be a gigantic aboleth carved into the edifice.
Guys, there's like a door that looks like it's an aboleth bathroom or something. Like aboleth's only shitter? I don't know.
Abolathrum?
Yeah, it's like an abolathroom. And these statues are like sending. I don't know, man. Are we supposed to keep the Aboleth room door closed, or are we supposed to open it up because all these Aboleth are only mean because they all need to poop real bad? I mean, that can give you a migraine.
I'm pretty sure it's not about pooping.
I mean, pooping's important.
Right about then, as Fendigo has finished his perception, you all hear a familiar voice telepathically radiating into your heads. Just in time. It appears the Aboleths have found the seal to their Hive King.
I don't like that word.
It is not a good thing. Basically, think super Aboleth that's sort of like the greater version that controls and empowers all of these. Sealing that one is what's made them lesser as a whole species. It's a whole fascinating backstory you skipped over in Gentronome, but
So, are these statues pointing zappy stuff at the seal to open it or to keep it closed?
they were set up by the agents of the Aboleth. The barrier keeps the Aboleths themselves out, so they have hired mercenaries to break open the seal.
So we need to blow up the statues, is what I'm hearing.
The statues are tied to the mercenaries themselves.
Ah.
They must be beaten and slain before the magic will halt.
Well, where are they? Let's kill them.
They are in there. With you.
That's easy. We have a Bjorg. Well, this seems like a good time for Fendingo to chug a potion of water breathing and hold one up and kind of shake it in the general direction of anyone who looks like they're fucking drowning.
Alright, Fendingo has chugged a potion of water breathing and tossed one into the open water for anyone else to grab. Silas. Rick, are you muted or?
Yes, no, that was me hitting mute while I was yeah. No, that was me trying to talk underwater. Yes, I too chug a potion of water breathing, but that's an action. It still leaves me with a move, right?
Sure.
All right, and I will start to spread out to about here.
All right. Remember that you are using your swim speed, not your move speed.
But swim speed.
I believe swim speed is your move speed halved.
Yep, that's still only 3.
Okay. I'm just reminding everyone about the cool map terrain. Move at half speed. Yep, there we go.
So what's this gonna do to those of us who actually I don't know, fire projectiles?
I don't know. At no point did you guys ever consider that the Aboleth fight might be an underwater fight?
I considered it, but Fireball still blows up underwater, so
I think
don't care.
My rules as written, bows still work normally underwater.
I don't think they work normally. I think they work with disadvantage, but let me double check that. Ranged weapon attacks with disadvantage underwater unless the weapon is a crossbow, a net, a dart, a javelin, a spear, a trident, or a thrown weapon. The thrown weapon seems like bullshit to me, but whatever. Alright, Klaus?
Yeah, well, Klaus has 2 potions of water breathing, but as long as Fendingo's offering, I'll drink his.
That's the most rogue thing you've done in 7 years. I approve.
Alright, Klaus has chugged a water breathing potion.
Alright, Bjorg will also chug a water breathing potion. And I'm going to move 15 feet, 19 feet.
What's your move speed?
40.
Then you've got 20.
Okay. I'll move out to here so that I can basically, hopefully, draw attention / protect the group out front.
Alright. And
I like it when the big guy just steps in front of me so it doesn't look like I'm hiding behind him, even though I'm totally hiding behind him.
And does a 17 hit you, Bjorg?
Does a 17 hit me? Yes. Meets beats.
From within the hole that you stopped within 5 feet of, undulating tentacles come whipping out and slam against you.
Awesome.
for 23 damage.
Woo!
Well, that was about max damage for them.
Okay, cool.
And I will leave those tentacles out. No.
Ow!
Maybe you'll forget. And then they slither back into the hole.
Well, I found some enemies.
Did you kill him yet?
Brandon Thighmaster.
Don't go near the holes.
Don't go near the holes, check.
That's kind of like Brandon's whole thing. He doesn't ever go near the holes.
It's can't be this far.
Just imagining Fandango with a bead of sweat going down.
Okay, so we've basically found the branded Firemaster of Aboleths. We need to make sure he is not unleashed onto the world. I get it. Given the instructions we were just received, or the advice we just received, nobody tells me what to do. I'm going to follow Silas. Back him up.
You gonna do anything with a water breathing?
No, I'm just going to challenge the crushing depths.
Alrighty.
No, I'm going to drink a potion of water breathing as I bob along the seabed, like bed knobs and broomsticks.
Alright.
This could be like a really threatening, crushing, dark environment, or it could be like bed knobs and broomsticks. That's up to listeners to decide in the theater of their minds.
Alright, and as you go to there, you, Silas, and Bjorg can all see, and I'm just going to give it to you because it is not subtle, over where this hole in the seabed is, you see a pair of scaly green hands grab hold and pull itself up as a green slod who is glowing with a hue that matches the statues appears. They said you'd be coming.
Oh,
I'm assuming you're not Keith.
Who's they?
Keith, the perfectly normal slod?
yeah, that's a fella.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Oh, well, fuck you then.
Yeah, how dare you? Keith was an okay dude.
I'm more like, more worried about what he said, that, like, they said you'd be coming. I like throw side eye at, like, Klaus.
All right, and everybody, actually no, honestly, the big glowing ass magic circle is going to block this for everybody except Brandon and Silas, who can see to the northern part, out of another hole, comes galloping
Uh-oh.
a smaller version of an old friend.
You motherfucker.
Despite y'all being underwater, there is a flaming horse that tosses its head. To think you once bore witness to my master. This herald shall purge you in ash.
How's the horse talking underwater?
I've got to be honest, I thought about bringing back the demon horse, but at this point, he's kind of too big of a deal for you guys.
It's a demon horse minion.
Yeah, you guys get the minion.
Oh, man.
Well,
Demon horse has really moved on to bigger and better shit.
well, it's okay. We'll fight the demon horse at a convention game.
Yeah, you gotta leave some tantalizing crumbs for the future.
You can even send the actual demon horse. Get back on your hole, poser.
Alright, they used their turns emerging from the holes, so Fandango, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to start with a little bit of movement just to get out of Gordon's way so he can more effectively enter combat. If I move... I move 10 feet to the west, will I still have line of sight on the slot? I don't know how tall this...
Are we calling him not Keith?
No, you don't have line of sight on him to start with, because you're getting blocked by the statue thing.
Okay.
This is a whole giant raised platform.
But Bjorg...
So you would have to move east in order to get line of sight on the slot.
Or straight forward.
Or straightforward.
Yeah, I can just take my 15 feet and move up here next to Bjorg.
Yeah, that'll do it perfect.
Alright, then I'll cast Melf's Minute Meteors, which will surround me with...
You can't just make shit up
6.
this late in the game, John.
It surrounds my head with 6 tiny meteors They float in the air and orbit me for the spell's duration. When I cast it, and as a bonus action on each of my turns thereafter, I can expend 1 or 2 of the meteors, sending them streaking toward a point or points I choose within 100 feet of me. So I'll use my action to cast the spell, and then I will send one streaking at not Keith as a bonus action, and he can save, or he can do a dex save with a DC of 17 or take 7 damage.
All right. You said a dex save of 17?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Let me get his stats, and he will go for the roll.
Gonna need you to back me up here, big guy.
Dexterity is a 12, so does not make the save. What's the damage?
7
fire?
Let me double check. Yes, 7 fire damage.
All right. The meteor blasts into not Keith. However, you do feel like it does not do as much damage as it probably should have.
Fire sucks underwater, guys, but I kind of only have the one gimmick. So, just putting that out there.
Roll me Knowledge Arcana, Fendingo.
Alrighty.
Oh no, is Fendingo about to find out he has a new gimmick? All this time.
14.
You know that non-magical water shouldn't dampen magical fire. So it's more likely an issue with the target than the environment.
It might just be that green things don't take fire damage. I think that's where we are. I think that's what's going on. Is if it was a normal colored slod, it would burn like a bitch, but because it's green, fire doesn't do the job. Just putting that out there.
Man, I wish Keith was here. He could answer some perfectly normal questions about slots.
I wish that big robot was down here because, well, then the green nasty thing would go after the robot, not me.
Well, where fire does not work, swords will suffice.
Well, it's Silas's turn, and he likes swords at the end of wood, so tiny swords.
But what is an arrow but a tiny sword on the end of a piece of wood?
Well, let me ask a question first. Am I wrong in assuming that sloths are kind of aquatic?
Shockingly, I don't know if you know. Give me a knowledge nature.
I would say it's at the bottom of the ocean, but then so is that horse. It's very confusing.
14.
You know that sloths are aberrations by nature, not really from like a swamp environment.
Well, regardless, I will try to use my Trident of Fish command on him, because if he has an innate swim speed, I can use it.
Okay. It does not work. I'm honestly just as shocked as you are. It seems crazy, but sloths don't get any sort of swim speed. They can't even breathe underwater.
Just gonna wave that fork around, are you, Silas? Good for you.
You know, Brandon kind of has an innate swim speed.
After all these years, he's finally stopped using a coward's weapon.
Yeah, just wave your slot fork around, man.
All right. Anything? Did you want to use your movement?
What I'll do is I guess taking out another potion is an action, right?
Yeah, potions are in action.
All right, so I'll move here.
All right. Silas waves his trident around and moves. Klaus.
All right. Speaking of a coward's weapon, I shall move 1, 2. I can see the slod, correct?
Thought he was going to get his cock out there.
Yeah, you have line of sight on the slot.
All right. 2 crossbows. I have no reason to have sneak attack, so just regular old sharpshooter.
All right, and for some reason, crossbow does not take any disadvantage penalties underwater, so you shoot as normal.
Yay!
Once again, Klaus's streak of competence continues.
All right. That's 23
23 will definitely hit.
for 25 damage.
Nice.
And natural 20.
Fuck yeah.
Woo!
That's double nat 20s.
If only that's still... I mean, actually, go ahead and roll another 20. If you get triple
Roll
nat
what?
20s, you always
Oh.
auto kill. Same as the triple nat 1s. So just roll
That's
a
how.
d20.
17. Still pretty good.
Still cool.
All right. So, all right, for the crit damage, like the damage that's 14 plus 1, is that plus 1 the crit damage or what?
It is. You just get your damage
Okay.
dice again, which is a d6.
Oh. Okay, so 14 plus 1 is 15, plus 10 is 25. So 50 total?
Yes. Klaus snaps off a pair of crossbow bolts that dig deep into the sloth's flesh and are not stopped the way the fire was. Definitely not looking happy about that. As sloth blood begins leaking out into the water.
Klaus just pierces both his nipples.
Well, I say to Silas, where are you going, Silas? You have a fork. There's a green salad over there. No? Nothing? Thank you. Thanks, Steve.
I was waiting for somebody to make the salad joke, so
All right. So I think everybody except Brandon and maybe Klaus. Let me check. No, you can do it. Okay, you have it. Everybody except Brandon and Gordon will have line of sight to this hole in the seafloor, where a familiar voice emanates before a body begins floating into view. I'm so happy you did actually come. I've been down here for quite a while. They didn't even have to offer me anything, just the chance to cut your throats. As the familiar form...
I gotta say, who could this could be so many people.
To be fair, I haven't come yet.
including most of our allies.
It's a fun fact about devils. They don't really die.
Oh,
They just go back to hell. And they can come back.
Holy shit! You still suck!
Sorry, who are you?
After all this time, Cloak Boy's still a twat.
Oh.
Are we supposed to remember this guy?
That's up to you.
Warlock Monroe, right?
No, that's the guy who led us all around the woods and then got pissed off and Bjorg killed him with one fucking punch. You back for more? Let's rock.
Bjorg's gonna just look at Cloakboy and go like, "Oh, I guess I have to kill you again, like a little bitch."
Yeah, crit heard round the world, man.
The guy that led us through the woods. I take a closer look. Uncle Terry?
All right, and Cloakboy, unlike the others, is going to just launch an attack. He's not crawling up only for his turn because, well, he knows you assholes. He's hurling flame at Silas, but I don't think a 14 is going to hit.
Nope. That is effective as he was last time.
He conjures flame and hurls it where it misses Silas pretty handily. He too is glowing like the statues. All right, Bjorg.
All right. Oh, choices. Go attack Cloakboy or attack the fucking Slod.
Attack the threat, which is in Cloak Boy.
He just wants attention.
Yeah, go toss this salad over here.
Bjorg looks at Cloakboy and goes, "I'll get to you in time." And then he is going to. Can I make that? Let's see here. I have 20 feet. You said.
You have 20 feet.
Okay, I can get to here, but I can't attack.
Unless you have anything that grants you swimming speed, in which case you have your full movement.
I have my boots of water walking. Do they do shit?
I would heavily recommend against activating those right now.
No, not activating them.
Bjorg shoots up out of the magical barrier right into the crushing.
I guess I'm going to make my way over towards the Slod. I can't get there yet, but I can fire crossbow. I'm going to fire a heavy crossbow. That's a 20.
All right, 20 will hit.
6 piercing damage. And I think entering rage is a free action? Or bonus action?
I believe it is. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, at your level, it certainly
All right,
is.
entering a rage. Ancestors!
All right. Brandon Thighmaster.
I believe I burn a key point for Step of the Wind. I can take a dash as a bonus action. And with my swim speed, I can easily get to whoever this angry person is. I say, look, boy wearing a cloak, I don't know who you are or why you've got such a bad attitude. But you can't just throw fire at people. And as I took a bonus action, I still get my 2 attacks. So I will unarmed strike twice. 4. Biff. 18 and 15.
The 18 will hit, the 15 will not.
For 16 bludgeoning damage.
All right. And you are at the point where your attacks are magical, correct?
Yeah, my unarmed strikes have been magical for some time now.
All right. You land a hit, kind of shakes slightly, and smiles in a very unthreatening way. It is still only Cloak Boy.
Don't smile when I hit you. That's just, made this weird.
And Gordon has an actual swim speed, so he will,
I can control him.
He's a sea snake.
will swim over to try and help Bjorg. Although he too will need another round. All right. The Slod is there. Bjorg, you're close enough that you can notice this.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the Slod's wounds stitch back up.
Oh, boy. Hey. We worked hard for those.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
Hey, cut out. Stop that.
Dick. That's a dick move.
Stop it!
Arrows cost money.
All right. But the Slod will 5 foot toward you, Bjorg, and it will unleash a multi-attack. You will get 1 bite and 2 hits from its staff. So first bite, 23. I'm gonna assume that hits you.
That will hit.
Staff of 24 and 19.
All of those hit.
All right, 10, 12, and 8, so 30 damage, but you raged very wisely right before this.
Yeah, so that's 15 total.
15 total. As the Slod. Yeah! Do you heal too? Do you heal too?
I don't need to, you little bitch!
And if he needs to, he's got me.
Yeah, suck it. Power of friendship, slut.
Friendship is magic, and so are my hands.
All right, and after the Slod, the Nightmare Herald is up in initiative, and it can dash to rush against Brandon. I don't know why I lost the name for a second there. Good lord.
The horse's name is Harold?
It's the Herald of the Nightmare. Yeah.
All right, so Harold the horse.
We really
There you go.
focused fire here.
All right, so you take 2 hoof attacks, Brandon. A 26 and a 12.
26 will hit.
14 bludgeoning and 4 fire damage.
Alright. I see you've brought your little goth horse with you.
We're at top of initiative. I don't want to forget. Who is feeling lucky?
I guess I will.
All right. You've got a 25% chance, Joe. It's a D100. What do you want your win ratio to be?
Let's see. Let's say 50 to 75.
All right, 51 to 75. Yep. Do you want to roll the D100 or do you want me?
27, so never mind.
Alrighty. Nothing happens and we move forward. Fendingo.
All right. To start things off, since my meteors didn't do nearly enough to toss this guy solid, I'm going to send 2 meteors streaking towards Cloak Boy.
All right. That's a dex save again, right?
Yep, dex save of 17.
15.
All right, so he'll take 2d6. Yay, 4.
All right. You see the meteors strike Cloak Boy, and that's it. You see no damage occur.
All right, then I will abandon that. That was my bonus action, so I'll use my action to cast Ralgrim's Psychic Lance, targeting not Keith.
All right.
And that is a...
All
that's a-
these names. Fandingo is now at the stage of his musical career when he's just basically doing covers.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast that as a 5th level spell. So he needs to make a intelligence save with a DC of 17, or he's taking 25 damage and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Damn. Okay. And while we're doing that, before I forget, does a 17 hit you?
Me? Yes.
Yes, you. The guy who started his turn near the tentacles.
Oh yeah, the tentacles.
This hentai shit.
Yep. So 13 damage for Fandingo. And intelligence save for not Keith. 10. 10 does not make it.
10 does not. So yeah, he'll take 25 psychic damage and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
I've got to look up what incapacitated means. Within the game,
Yeah.
obviously. I know what it means in real life. I've done shots, like a cool person.
We've all been incapacitated. And if you want to witness an author be incapacitated, go to All for the Dragons Con this August 11th to 13th in Portland.
Alright, can't take actions or reactions.
Been saving up all these weird fucking spells.
I didn't realize you could do anything that didn't involve setting Bjorg on fire. So this is all very encouraging.
It's all new to us, man.
I have like 3 spells that don't involve setting Bjorg on fire.
That's honestly good, because I'm down to like half my HP.
At least one of those spells might involve Bjorg going deaf, though, so I should probably not do that. Alright, well that hurt, so I'm gonna take a step away from the fucking tentacle.
Alright. And the tentacles withdraw to wait for someone else to forget they're there.
Hey Klaus, go piss in that hole.
Alright, Silas Kane, you are up. There are
Yep.
just so many options.
All right, so first of all, I will activate Vow of Enmity against the horse, since he's within 10 feet. That gives me advantage against him for the next minute. Then, I will use a bit of my movement to come over here. Yep. So, I will cast Bless, and I will give it to Bjorg, Brandon, and Klaus. So for the next minute, you guys get 1d4 extra you roll a 1d4 every time you attack and add that to your attack roll.
Hell yeah.
Doesn't that also apply to saves?
Yeah, saving throws too.
Yeah, Bless is a hell of a spell. Good spell.
And then I'll use the remainder of my movement since I saw those tentacles to come back here because, well, I'm going to kick the horse's ass anyway.
For a second when you drew that arrow on Bjorg, it looked like you were just gonna, like, what a moment for that turn.
Fuck you, barbarian! I've had enough of your shit for the last...
Oh man, the finale no one would stop talking about.
It's the last episode. This is the perfect time to pull a double dragon.
The night's still young.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, Silas being shockingly paladin effective. Klaus, you're up.
I would like to also take a couple steps away from the hole.
Yeah, just don't say by who or you will get fucked.
Let's see. Brandon appears to be playing patty cake with a horse, so I will focus my attacks at the slod. I don't know, stupid right now or something. I don't know what's going on with him, but he looks like he needs to be shot.
I guess like a little bit like glassy-eyed, distant gaze, unfocused.
You've seen this look before.
Oh, yeah, in the mirror.
Usually after we visited Gunther.
All right. Same thing as before. If I need it, I will add my bless. All right. 22.
Hits.
31. Oh, no, 30. It's okay.
Hits.
Yes. So that is
Why aren't you doing sharpshooter?
53 total.
He
I am.
is. He's taking the 5 off.
Oh, you are? Okay, sorry.
So yeah, I think that's 53 total.
Nice.
That is... Looks right to me, yeah.
I don't think the Slough just regenerated enough to push out the arrows out of his nipples. And instantly, bam, 2 more nipple bits.
It looks good on you, man.
Accept it. Be cool.
They hurt.
All right. After Klaus, we return to our old friend Cloak Boy. Is going to manifest a trident.
Cloak Boy didn't have any friends.
He knows, and he's going to take that out on you with 2 trident attacks and 1 tail stab. So, fork, tail.
Jesus.
22, 20, 29.
All hit.
12, 12, 9.
Oof. 3 down. Okay, that's quite the hit.
Oh, he has a tail. I thought he was trying to anally penetrate Brandon.
Oh, Jesus.
Porque no los dos.
Fucking hell.
He's been looking forward to this.
Yeah, we're probably the only people who talk to him.
All right, Bjorg,
All right.
you're up. Yeah, he's gonna drag you down to hell where you have to be his friends forever.
All right, we're gonna
Seems like
do
I'm not going there
Oh,
already.
God.
2 reckless attacks on the Slod. That's a 27. A 28.
Okay.
That's 23 and 20 slashing damage, so 43 total.
All right, you do some serious damage. This slot is looking rough.
Now die already. I have other friends to help.
Brandon Thighmaster, it is your turn.
I will say, you've been waiting under the ocean this entire time. And you could have done anything with that time, and you have chosen to remain a nerd. And for that, there will be no mercy. So 2 attacks, burning a key point for flurry of blows, so 4 in total. Fuck you nerd.
Don't forget your +4.
Nat 20.
Plus 1d4.
Nat 20. Can I roll a 1d4 for one of these attacks? See if I can bring it up
Yeah,
to
you only
speed.
need it for the 15. The others hit.
Okay, so 18, 19, and 30.
Those will all hit too.
4.
Bless got you an extra hit in there.
Nicely done. So 18, 18, 14, 17.
Ow! Asshole!
Just starts nooking him. Hey, you like that?
All right, Gordon will swim up and attempt to take a bite, do his part with an 11.
Good job,
Great
Gordon.
job,
You're
Gordon.
doing great.
At least you're here.
Moral
You're
support.
here.
Did anyone remember to give Gordon a underwater breathing potion?
Anyone remember to care?
Yeah, he turned into something that breathes underwater. Gordon knows better than to lean on you guys.
Very wise.
Snakes don't have kills.
All right, it is the green slot's turn. However, it is incapacitated due to Fendingo's psychic lash, which makes it all the stranger as you notice its mouth begin to open and open wider and wider as its eyes begin to bulge in terror, and a horrified grimace appears. In the few seconds it still has a whole head before 2 scaly blue hands jut out and rip the creature down like it was nothing more than a flesh portal to be utilized.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And out of it steps Keith, the perfectly normal Slod,
Keith?
who looks down and goes, "No, fuck you."
Hooray?
Told you not to talk shit about Keith, motherfucker!
It's Keith, the perfectly normal Slod, with a perfectly normal Slod attack.
I mean, is that perfectly normal? That seemed abnormal.
Thanks?
I mean, I can't imagine why the perfectly normal Slod would do anything strange. But yes, this bad boy is good and dead. And As he dies, you see one of the lights on the statue vanish as the power conduit goes out. The statue is still kind of glowing, but it's not actively funneling power.
Keith, what were you doing inside that guy?
I wasn't inside that guy.
We're all friends here, Keith.
I stepped through that guy. It's like, you're not in a door, right? You're just moving through a door. He was a door.
That's a hell of a way to cheapen a relationship, Keith.
I dig it. It's like Dimension Door, except it's more like Slot Dimension Door.
Yeah. It's like, when is a door not a door? When it's a slod.
Yeah. When it's a slot who pissed me off.
A sliding door.
Good to have you back.
Yeah, man, it's great to be. And right about the time he says that,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Tentacle whips up.
Oh, no.
And snaps Keith the perfectly normal slot, dragging him into the hole.
Damn it.
You do hear thrashing, though, so something's going on in there.
Kick his ass, Keith.
And
You got this.
we return to top of the initiative, so we're going to do another roll. Who's feeling lucky?
Go on, and I'll give it a crack.
All right, it's a D100. You've got a 50% chance of success, so pick your range.
Ooh, 50 to 100.
All right, 51 to 100.
16.
All right, nothing happens. We open with the Herald, who's going to hoof you again, Steve. 17 and a natural 20.
The nat 20 will hit.
All right, so another D8. It should actually probably be 2, but ow. 16 bludgeoning damage and 7 fire damage.
Yeah, okay, that's taking quite the hit.
Let's get some healing on Brandon.
Speaking of, Fendingo the Fantastical.
All right, so there are 2 enemies clustered together, and that can only mean one thing.
Bye, Brandon.
Brandon is de facto third enemy.
So I want to center my spell right about. How do I make the thing make a circle again?
You just click and hold.
All right, I want to center.
Oh, you have to be on the pointer, not the measuring tape.
That'll do it. All right, I got to measure again real quick. I don't think I can hit them both without hitting Brandon. No, I got to be able to. Yeah. All right. Yeah. This, if I center my spell right there.
Can you click that again? This one?
A little closer. Does that put Brandon within 20 feet?
Yep.
All right, then I can't do that without maybe killing Brandon. So we're going to go for...
Yeah, let's call that Plan B, mate.
So first, I'm going to send my last 2 meteors at the horse.
Alrighty. That's a save.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a save.
Yeah, it's a dex save of 17.
I'll just use this one again and take away 1. So 19.
All right, well, he made the save, so he'll take 3.
All right. The meteors strike the horse, and just as with the cloak boy, they do not appear to impart any damage.
Yeah, and that annoys me. So now I'm going to cast whatever this dude's name is. I'm going to do that Psychic Lance thing again. This time, targeting Cloak Boy.
All right, targeting Cloak Boy.
So, intelligence save of 17.
Natural 20.
Fuck.
Well, then he's not incapacitated, and he only takes half damage. So he'll take 12 psychic damage.
We've been doing nothing but making fun of this guy since we met him.
Yeah, there's one thing he's prepared for.
This emo kid is just like, whatever, dude.
And I'll use my movement. I'll move to there, which is not within 5 feet of the goddamn hole where tentacles, and not the fun ones, come after me.
Very wise. All right, Silas Kane.
All right, I'm gonna shoot 2 sharpshooter arrows at Harold, and if any hit, they will be attached to a 3rd level smite.
All right, remember they are at disadvantage.
No, they're not, because I have my vow of enmity on him.
Oh,
They're
you're
coming-
right. So
they're
that
coming in-
neutralizes. So it's just a regular roll.
Okay, so that's 26 and 17.
Those will both hit.
All right, good. So that's 19, 22, and 21 points of radiant.
19,
That's 41 plus 21.
22. And what was the last one?
21 points of radiant.
21 points of radiant. All right. You fire some arrows into the horse and successfully gain some of its attention. Klaus.
All right. I still have bless effects on me.
Or when Silas loses a concentration roll.
Right. Let's see. That horse seems to be hurting Brandon and his nerd friend. I shall shoot the horse. All right, sharpshooter. All right. Does an 18 hit?
18 will hit. Wait, the horse, right?
Okay. What? Yes, the horse.
You said the horse. Yes.
Yes. All right, and I guess 23 hits. All right. Once again, I don't need that bless. So that is 22 plus 27 is 49. And I forgot to add sneak attack damage to the slot. I shall not forget for the horse. Plus 19 sneak attack damage. So, that's, I think 68. I did that in my head, though.
I was doing it as you went. So, you have done damage to the horse.
Was I right?
All right, nice.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't tabulate it. I was taking it out as you called it out.
Yes, you were right.
Yeah, that horse just ate like 110, 120 points of damage.
I'm a different person since I became smart.
You've definitely pulled out your A game for the big final battles.
Is this what they call a moment of clarity?
A whole new world under the sea.
This is a moment of stabbery, buddy, because you're taking 2 more forks and a tail. 16, 13, and 27.
Well, the 27 definitely hits.
All right. Roll a Constitution save.
Constitution save coming up.
+1 +4 or 1d4.
Yep. You do lose 10 hit points though from the hit.
It's kind of redundant then. I am unconscious.
Ooh. Really make this Constitution save, buddy.
Good job, Brandon Lose Master.
18.
You do not suffer the infernal wound, which would have dealt 10 damage to you at the start of your next turn.
Just as well, really.
All right.
Once again, charging blindly into combat, as per tradition. Some things don't change.
Bjorg Bjornsson.
All right. Is chugging a potion a bonus action?
It is an action.
Okay, damn it. So I can't do a full dash if I... All right. I am going to... I guess fuck the potion. I'm going to use full dash to get towards where the horse is. Still raging. As long as I deal damage or am moving towards a target, I get to keep my rage.
I don't know if moving toward your target counts. I think it's... Here, we can check real quick.
Either way, I'm going to do the full dash. Let's see here. I will wait and see what...
You have multiple rages in a day at this point.
That's true, and I don't think I fatigue after a rage anymore.
If you need to punch me on the way past.
If you are knocked unconscious or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature or taken damage.
Okay, all right.
Technically, like Silas doesn't like you all that much, so if you want to like take a smack at him.
Well, I can't do the full. I need to get there, so I'll lose the rage, and as long as raging is like a bonus action, right?
Yeah, you can pop it back on as a bonus.
Okay, I'm gonna just burn everything.
Run as fast as you can. Bite your forearm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run, get right up to where Silas is, and have my sword out so that I can close the distance in the next turn.
All right. Brandon Thighmaster, roll me a death saving throw.
Ooh, exciting. 4.
That is a fail, so that's 1 failure.
Okay, I shall log the failure.
All right. Gordon is going to utilize his Swimming speed. Get to here. He's going to turn back into a human. I have to go grab his token real quick because I left it on the old map. So Gordon will turn back into a human, and then he will cast Healing Word on Brandon, which is awesome because it's a spell that works at range. Brandon, you're at 7 hit points.
Hooray.
It wasn't doing much on damage, so...
I will absolutely take it.
All right, green slot is dead. Keith, the perfectly normal slot, is fighting the tentacle in the hole. That sounded weird. And we return to top of initiative. Who's feeling lucky?
I'll give it a try.
You have a 75% chance. Pick your failure range at this point. What's the 25 where you don't succeed?
All right. I don't succeed on 76 to 100.
Okay.
Motherfucker, 79.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Fendingo.
Klaus understands you got to make your own luck. That's why Klaus is waiting until it's 100% before he tries his luck.
So Fendingo will, because he's going...
Oh, hang on. Sorry, Fendingo. The horse goes before you. All right. It is the horse's turn. It is using a stampede ability to attack Silas and Klaus. And no, this does not provoke reactions. That's part of what makes it a special ability.
Damn.
So you get a hoof Silas, and you get a hoof Klaus.
Oh, no.
15 to Silas,
Nope.
and 17 to Klaus.
Did you say 17?
Yep.
Well, that's not enough.
All right.
Stupid horse.
Sorry, now it is Fendingo's turn.
All right, so now Fendingo is going to one-up Gordon, because why the hell wouldn't I? I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word, targeting Bjorg and Brandon and Silas. Have you taken any damage?
I'm not at full, so I'll take some.
All right, I'll tag those. Those will be my 3, and they'll all get back 8.
I will gratefully
Cool.
receive.
Every little bit helps.
And that, the other cool thing about Healing Word is that it casts as a bonus action. So I will fire my crossbow at the horse that's now standing right here
All right.
for a 19.
19 will hit. I guess you could say against this horse, it's a real Colt 45.
I guess you could say that.
I could say that. It would be awful, but
Oh, unforgivable. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you'd even suggest that,
Yeah.
John.
all right.
Jesus, John.
4 points of damage, because
All right.
my arrow was distracted by the joke.
All right, Silas Kane.
All right.
You are up. A horse just ran by you and hit you with its hoof, but it hit your armor, so you were like, screw off.
You attack me, Harold. I say thee nay. Same attack as last time. 2 sharpshooter arrows and 1 hits at 3rd level.
All right.
All right, so that is an 18 and a 26.
Both will hit.
20, 25, so 55, 45 normal damage and 19 radiant.
You have once more shot the horse. Klaus, you are up.
Come on, let's make this beating a dead horse.
Gonna be beating off a dead horse.
All right. I am unclear on the rules for this. I think. All right. Here's the question: does my familiar count as someone within 5 feet of an enemy to give me advantage, or to give me sneak attack?
No, your familiar has not initiated an attack, nor has the
Okay.
monster attacked your familiar, so there's not combat
You
established.
should have said something on my turn.
What about his tooth golem?
All right, that's fine.
He has yet to pull out the tooth golem.
All right. I'm gonna do my standard 2 sharpshooters at the horse. I have the
All right.
crossbow expert feat allows me to not take a disadvantage for being. All right. 20. Natural one. That's actually a 17. Wow.
Roll a d20 to make sure nothing bad happens. All right, you're okay. The 25 hits, or the 20. Hits.
All right. That's 27 damage.
All right. You have successfully executed the horse.
Oh, nice.
Your arrow flies through its brain and out the back.
More like Mr. Dead.
And we return to Cloak Boy, who says, "Oh, it took you long enough," before raising his hand. And a dark, wispy fire blasts out, heading not toward any of you, but toward the green slod corpse and the horse corpse, which both are kind of surrounded in the dark ethereal flames as they begin to move again.
Oh, fuck.
Just kill the caster.
Yep, on it.
Well, would have been a brilliant conclusion to come to many turns ago.
Look, you're not dead.
And with the slod reawakening, the beam from the statue that was still glowing begins to shoot again.
The massive Q-tip has returned.
That was Cloak Boy's turn, though. So, Bjorg, you're up.
All right, let me just quickly make sure I can get... Yes, I can. Okay, that is exactly 20 feet. I'm gonna get right behind Cloak Boy, put me on the other side of him from Brandon, and I am going to
Give him a bit of deja vu, Bjork.
Yep. Do 2 reckless. I'm gonna rage, and 2 reckless attacks. That's a 30 and a 19.
Both will hit.
And that is 16 slashing damage and 18 slashing damage. Hello, Cloak Boy! Remember me?
I remember all of you so well.
What was your name again?
Brandon, you are awake.
Look, man, you have to get over high school. Alright, 2 hits, burning a key point, flurry of blows. Stop being so weird. Nat 1, 29, 23, 21.
Roll a d20 for the natural 1. Everything else hits.
19.
Alright, you're okay.
So for damage, that is 14, 18, 16.
Alright. Okay, you have struck Cloak Boy many times. He's looking wounded, but still glaring at you with intense, powerful hatred.
Understandable.
I mean, we get that a lot.
It's sort of y'all's thing. What's Gordon gonna do? Gordon is going to throw another healing word on Brandon.
Thank you, Gordon.
He's still looking rough.
Very considerate, Gordon.
6.
You know, somebody could have drank a fucking potion, but no, just wait for the bard to heal me.
No, I'm fighting the caster with resurrection magic, mate.
Alright. The green slod begins to lumber forward. However, as a result of having been turned into a flesh gate, it is slower than normal and kind of stumbling forth toward Fandango.
It's just a Wish.com fleshlight.
And so now we have returned to the top of initiative. It is a 100% chance, but the question is what? So
I'm
we're
feeling
gonna
lucky.
say, well, no one's rolling for this one because you all just see a shape shooting down through the water tunnel and landing with a solid thud as Judge Hungry has at last arrived to join the battle.
Yeah!
You're welcome, friends.
What? Well done, Klaus.
Take one look at the situation and lift his gavel and just come running for the green slot and slam into it, knocking it a few feet away from Fandango.
Wait, where did this art come from?
Thanks, Your Honor.
That is perfect Judge Hungry.
Thank you. All right, Fendingo.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna move a little bit so that I'll move a little bit forward so I can stay the hell away from both the horse and the slod, and I'm thinking that probably another one of those psychic lance things at Cloak Boy.
Okay.
Good call.
So that is an intelligence save with a DC of 17.
All right, 7.
So it'll take 33 psychic damage and be incapacitated until my next turn.
All right. You definitely see him wince. However, his eyes do not look as glassy as the slot's were.
Quick, he can't think. Beat him up while it's a fair fight.
All right, Silas.
All right, I'm thinking we need to take out Cloak Boy here. Glad Judge Hungry arrived. Better late than never. I guess he was up there litigating parking tickets or something. But these are
You guys had the bad luck of him taking a lot of fights on the way.
All right, so this is going to be another 3rd level smite if I hit with 2 sharpshooters. Against Cloak Boy this time, because we want this fucker gone. Nat 1 and a 11.
Roll a d20 for the nat 1.
Jesus fucking Christ. 13.
Yeah, you're okay, but seeing Judge Hungry arrive and just his amazing law-abiding aura, you can't look away.
Man, that guy's so law-abiding.
He's so hungry for justice. All right, Klaus.
Klaus gives not a fuck about the law. I shall 2 sharpshooters at the nerd, and I still have bless if I need it. Correct?
Yes.
15.
Miss.
All right. Well, I'll keep a bless in the bank for that one. I'm gonna roll my other one first. 19.
As of now, that is a miss.
Damn.
All right. I get the bless on both of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just the
That's
thing. It's just there.
Yeah. All right. That's
Yeah.
D6,
Just
D4.
2d4.
What? D4.
D4.
All right.
First,
For the
they go in
15.
order.
All right. 15 plus 3. 18.
And the 15 couldn't have hit.
Oh, all right. All right. So 19 plus 3. 22.
That will hit.
All right. That hits for 25 plus sneak attack damage. 26. 51.
All right. You do some serious damage. In fact, for a minute, it looks like Cloak Boy's going to fall over. And then the slod withers to ash. And suddenly a lot of Cloak Boy's wounds heal up.
I've penetrated the nerd in the ash.
Oh, this isn't going to make him less angry, is?
Alright. He is going to... He's been stabbing the hell out of Brandon and enjoying it, but now he's going to take some stabs out of Bjorg. I mean, he really hates you all. 11, 24, 24, and...
Not just an 11.
A 5 for the natural 1, so he's okay. And 20... What's your AC, Bjorg? Yeah, okay, 24s will hit. Roll a Constitution save.
All right. That's a 9.
All right, you will be taking 7 damage at the start of your next turn.
Is that
that'll be at the start of your next turn. I'll remind you. I'm just rolling it now so I have it in my head. But you take 32 from the pitchfork and tail attack.
That's 15, or is it 16?
16.
16, okay.
But the good news is you get to pay him back.
All right, yep, we are going to do 2 reckless raging greatsword attacks on this motherfucker.
Why change your winning formula?
That is a 20 and a nat 20. And
Both hit.
there's
Nice.
something additional I get to do because I just remembered that I have brutal critical.
I'm going to call him a nerd.
So
That is, in fact, brutal.
I get to roll an additional damage die for that crit.
Cool. Hell yeah.
And that's 16, so that's 17, 19, and 16 damage.
17, 19, and 16. Okay.
Ancestors!
Once again, you all watch as one of the underlings withers to ash, and Cloak Boy regenerates some wounds. But he's out of underlings now, and still looking pretty rough.
Get him!
Oh, man.
It's not full heals when he does those.
We have wrecked his underoos. Let's go.
Brandon, you're up.
I thought Bjorg was going to Mortal Kombat him into that hole there, but maybe, just maybe, I can do this.
That would be a good idea.
2 unarmed strike plus flurry of blows at the cost of a key point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 17, 25, 15, 19. I'll take the bless on the 15. Actually, that's not enough anyway, is it?
You get it on all of them.
Yeah.
And so it's his AC since he cast his augmentation spell is 20. So you get a D4. You could technically make it on all but the 15.
Okay, I'll try on the 17, 4, and
That makes it.
the 19. 1.
That makes it.
Okay.
So you hit 3.
And that is 4. Blim, blam, blippity. 18, 12, 16.
All right. After Bjorg has sliced through this guy, only for him to reform again, Brandon uses the momentum to grab his horns atop his head and just drive a knee directly into Cloak Boy's stupid face, cracking his neck, killing him again.
Come on back, asshole. We'll kill you again.
Stuff him in a locker.
Aha!
I gotta stuff him in Davy Jones's locker, toss him down that hole.
We're already underwater. Just give him a swirly.
So, as you kill Cloak Boy, several things happen at once. The
Not one of those things is
barrier-
me feeling bad.
Yeah.
Just want to clarify that.
The barrier all around y'all begins to crack and splinter as the magical ceremony falls apart, and you instantly feel the pressure start to shift in the water around you. And as that happens, basically a giant vacuum is created, and a suction event begins drawing tremendous amounts of water and pressure, sucking each of you into the various holes in the ground, which is nice in that it saves you from going off, getting crushed to death in the water.
Andy.
However, it does start sending you off in a variety of twists and turns and caverns. Remember, things have been washing up from this excavation site all over. These tunnels, they wind throughout, not just the ocean, but into the greater currents of the world. And you are all basically on an express water slide to who the fuck knows where. So, as you are all shooting around, the first of you to emerge is Bjorg. Bjorg, you crawl out of a pond that is surrounded by a beautiful meadow of trees and flowers.
What?
You got basically shot into an underwater cavern and spit up at a release point. So it was a little cavern in the pond. and that is where you washed up. I assume you swim out of the pond.
Yeah, getting out of the pond and getting onto the shore.
Yep. And as soon as you step foot on the shore, give me a perception.
All right. It's 18.
A horrendous shrieking fills the air as every tree, flower, and weed all twist in your direction and begin to uproot themselves, running forward.
What the fuck?
And that's where we'll leave Bjorg. Brandon, you shoot out of a waterfall. You have a slow fall ability?
I do. I'd also like to roll an athletics to turn it into a swan dive, if I may.
Okay.
Acrobatics 27.
All right. Brandon shoots out of a waterfall and immediately tucks into a controlled landing where he floats gently to the ground. Throw me a perception.
Perception. Not as good as my acrobatics, traditionally. Let's see. 10.
All right. You see that you have landed at the entrance to a small village that is tucked away by massive cavernous peaks all around. The waterfall that you shot out of was embedded in one of those mountains. Clearly, the underwater tunnel kind of wound its way through. As you look, you see a wide array of humanoid people kind of walking around. They do look thinner than normal, not emaciated, just sort of a natural litheness to them, although their heads seem to be a little bit more enlarged, like a little bit more reinforced in the skulls. One of them looks to you and kind of waves a greeting. Oh, good day. How are you, traveler?
Look, is anybody holding up a scorecard?
They are not. They are just sort of going about their day. They pay you a passing attention at most.
I'm doing okay. Could be doing better.
Oh, I'd say your day is quite blessed. It is a rare few who find their way into the Mindful Mountains, the land of mental masters.
Oh. Oh no, did I die and do something wrong?
And that's where we'll leave Brandon. Silas, you have a very interesting experience. So, I don't know if y'all have ever done the thing where like you get your hand wet or something to avoid it getting burned because the water creates a brief little layer of protection around the extreme heat. That's super relevant because Silas is getting shot up out of a volcano.
Thank you!
So he, the water, which is semi-magical, we'll say, why not, protects him from the extreme heat as the pressure forces him along a river and ultimately joins with a currently erupting volcano, firing Silas out into the air where he lands on a surprisingly soft bed of plants that have all been arranged. Do you want to throw me that perception, buddy?
Silas, the reverse sacrifice. It makes sense.
7.
All right. You don't really see a lot outside of the volcano behind you and the glowing river of red, but you do notice the dozen or so people lined up in red robes, staring at the site where you have landed. And before your eyes, one of them points and starts shaking with a finger. The prophecy! The prophecy is true! Oh, no. The chosen one has come to lead us to salvation!
Oh, no.
Reverse sacrifice. This is how the gods return a gift.
Thou shalt not worship graven idols!
All right, and that is where we will leave Silas. Fendingo, you wash up on an island. You were out to sea, so it's not shocking that one of you is going to end up back in that area.
That's a 17 perception.
All right. You stagger to your feet and see a large magical sign sort of floating there, waiting for you. And it reads, "Attention, all who come here. We are in grave need of aid. Our island's guardian has gone missing, and with him, the recipe for the most amazing liquor in all of existence.
I have a quest.
And last but not least, Klaus. You shoot along.
Maybe least.
You shoot along the tunnel for what seems like an inordinately long time before getting bounced around and pinging along a stone structure that feels fleetingly familiar before you come shooting out of a well
Yes.
in a town that has recently been burned down and is undergoing a rebuilding effort.
The good news is they burned down the jail too, buddy.
Congratulations. It took 7.5 years, but you found out what was at the bottom of the well. You were.
Oh, this
Well,
is like a
all
2001
along.
Space Odyssey moment.
My God, it's full of bars.
Probably everybody's like, hey, there's that guy who escaped from our jail. Get the chains.
True. I'm glad you told me that, because my initial instinct was to jump down the well, see what was at the bottom of it.
That would be a truly fitting end as we draw to a close on Chronicles of Calamity, Chapter 1. We'll see what the future has in store, but for now, folks, we hope you have enjoyed this session, this campaign, this whole podcast so far. We've got a lot more fun stuff planned, but this bit at least has come to an end. Thank you for joining us, and until next week, bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, friends.
Time of magic, age of might. A band of heroes stands up to the fight, playing with powers they don't understand. They messed it all up, but also saved the land. Treachery, vanity, loitering and worse. They are their own worst enemies, and this is the final verse. Authors and dragons, they're all in names. Authors and dragons, authors and dragons, authors and Congratulations to not only our esteemed authors, but our valued listeners. You have achieved absolutely nothing. But fear not, for our authors and maybe some dragons shall return in the next season